I like the kick in this one, so I go to the stems and I find the kick here, open it up and I highlight, and we have a kick. Easy peasy. So we have this kick, peck, rim, then hi-hat. Now it's time to create drums with the one shot we have extracted from the loops. Let's see if we can get nice shakers. Oh, this is sounding so dope already. Let's see if we can bring in our kick. Let's go and look into the loops and see if we can find congas in there or some more percussion. Now let's try and lay out some chords into this. Let's add a vocal loop to this. I can decide to use the rows I got from the one shot. Let me add one more instrument, muted guitar. Hey guys, welcome to Afrobeat Producers. My name is BizyBitz, and today we are going to be learning how we can make the best use of loops we have. So you know, when you are starting our music production, you are in a hurry to get all the sample kits, all the plugins, all the loops out there because you feel you have arrived, you can create, you want to explore. But the thing is that less is more. I know how to make use of what I have, and I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get one-shot samples from your loops that you have, because Afrobeat Producers, we drop free packs for you guys and we also drop the premium ones. Let's not waste time, let's go right into it. I'm going to be using the latest release from Afrobeat Producers, and that's the Alté pack. I'm going to be playing some of the drum loops. Let's listen together. They are sounding amazing, guys. I like the kick in this one, so here's a quick tip. Trying to create Afrobeat one shot from the loops you have. So I go to the stems and I find the kick here. Right click, edit in audio editor. Mind you, we are trying to get one shot samples, don't forget. So I open it up and I highlight the kick. So this is what we want, just one shot of the kick. I take that, I drag this to your top right. There's this drag file here with the mouse. I do that and bring it to my channel rack. And we have a kick. So I go through it again, I go through the pack, I listen. I like these pills, I like the snap. So I go to the stems of the pills and I look for, and the same process, editing audio editor. This is what I want. That's it, and I do the same process. I drag and it's there, just like that. Easy peasy. Now we have a one-shot kick and a one-shot snare, and the rest, if I want a hi-hat, let me listen to this. I like this as well, so I open it up and the same process. So we have this kick, peck, rim, then hi-hat. I want to check out the melodies from the Afrobeat Producers Alté pack. Let's see what we can create. And before we continue, please make sure you subscribe to Afrobeat Producers. You don't want to miss amazing stuff we do on this channel. So let's continue. Now I think I found the loop I want to use, and this is sounding amazing for me. So what I would do is go to the stems. I just want this. I love it so much. I want that. So I drag it into my playlist and I put the tempo, it's 94. So that's the tempo we are going to be working with. And when you start off, I just take down the volume a bit. Now it's time to create drums with the one shot we have extracted from the loops. Now let's lay a rim pattern. Yeah, I like that. I'm just going to duplicate that. Ctrl B to duplicate on your playlist, and I'll send it to a mixer. So I want to balance it a bit. It's kind of piercing to the ears. So this frequency right here, I don't like that, so I take it out. And let's see from the drums, let's see if we can get nice shakers. Okay, let's use this shaker. Now you see that this shaker is not sitting with the tempo. One of the things you can do, you can click on the tempo and say fit to tempo and it just snaps to grid. Or you can do it this way, detect tempo and type in the BPM, which is the main BPM of the loop you want to use, and it works fine. So anyway, you can do that. Oh, this is sounding so dope already. I want to play an 808 right into this immediately. Let's see if we can bring in our kick. Constant kick. Control B again. Send it to my mixer track and just level it a bit. Now we have been able to successfully use one shot from our loops to create a drum pattern. Let's go and look into the loops and see if we can find congas in there or some more percussions that we can use to make this drum a bit bouncy. Let's check this out. Okay, I think I found this one. So what I do, the same process, editing audio, and I think this is what I want. So I'm just going to take this and the same thing I drag and put into my channel rack and I create a new pattern. Name is conga. Let's see how it sounds like. Sounding fire, sounding dope. I record that and let me get that placed properly. I like quantizing 1/4. What I'm doing here is leveling the velocity, so I hold Alt and use my mouse to level all of them to be on the same level, and just like that we have been able to get an interesting conga. So far, let's see what we have done to the mixer. I love to make my workflow colorful, so I'm highlighting everything and I just hold Ctrl Alt C. It just makes my channel rack look colorful. So we have a bounce. Let's go further into creating something magical with this. And I'll be pulling up Trillion for this. I have a bass preset I like. I'm going to be using that. So most of the times when you are working on your beats or you have no inspiration, you can be browsing through your plugins that you have, your stock plugins. Let's move to the stock plugins. Let's see what stock plugins have. I'm making an exception for this one for my bass. It just sounds amazing. So let's record that quickly. Bass. I think I want to drop down this loop a bit. Yeah. So now I'm going to quickly save this. You know what it is, Afrobeat Producer. So I love what I'm hearing with this loop, but here's another way to make it unique. Just as I was doing with the audio editor, you can also use it to change the way you want your loop to sound. I'm just going to open editing editor, audio editor. Then I'm going to change the sample rates. Coming here to this top left corner, the sample rates where we have the normal 4400. I'm just going to come here and change this to 1000 and resample it. This is one of the many ways you can make your sound unique to you alone. So I'm going to drag this into the playlist and I'm going to take out this one and just see how it sounds. So you see it's sounding different from the original loop we brought in. Now let's try and layer some chords into this. That loop that you think you have used this so many times, go back to it. There are so many things you can gain out of that loop. So now let's try to see if we can layer some chords. I like using an electric piano for this. It's really soft. I go to chorus. Let's record that. Yep, we have that in. So 1/4, it maintains whatever I've played, but it just snaps it to grid a bit. So I'm going to consolidate this. For beginner producers, maybe you have a system that is not strong enough. So this is a quick way to save your CPU power as you're making beats. So what I just did, let me go back and show you guys. Right click on the chord pattern I played, render and replace. So what it does is like, it just changes it to wave. Makes it easy for you to be able to apply more effects and plugins without having the load of that initial VST, because some VST instruments can be heavy. So I'm going to send this to my mixer track and I'm also going to fine tune this sound, like giving it more chorus. I have presets I saved. Are you not vibing? Tell me now, are you not vibing? You are vibing already. See how easy it is just getting your one shot from loops. So explore. I know you have quality loops from Afrobeat Producer. A lot of free loops that you think you have finished using. Or go back to them with this tip I showed you now. You have enough one shots to work on whatever song you need. They are already mixed. They are already processed. Is this not sounding amazing? Let's add a vocal loop to this. So let's see what we have. Arrangement is very important when you're making beats because you have to think of the artist. Now I'm going to arrange this in a way an artist can sing and see what we can add along the way and what we can take out. So the first thing I like to do after doing the structure of the beat, I just hold my Alt T and label it intro. I'm going to see what I can take out to make the intro unique from the rest of the song. Definitely, I would want to take out the bass this instant. So what I just did is for you to be able to cut your pattern, you hold shift and go and select it here. This is the scissors, or most of the times I have a shortcut, so I select C and I'm taking this out and I want to take out the kick at the intro. How does that sound? I feel it sounds good for an intro. Or we can take out the percussions. We can take out the shakers, the congas, and see. Then we start introducing the instruments. Build up, very important, just to keep the listener anticipating. Now, transitions, very important. So I'm going to look for what I can use as a transition from this pack. Let's see if we can get a transition effect. So I'm taking out this. So it all boils down to trying to see what you can do with the little you have. I'm going to cut that out and shift it a bit. I can decide to use the rows I got from the one shot I created, like the peck conga I got. So I'm going to record that. I'm going to take out some low end from the shakers. So yeah, you can move to the next one. I'm going to label this verse, and what I'm doing is omitting things. I'm taking out things. So this bass line, I might change it. I might even start it with the song, depends, like this. Okay, here sounds more like a verse. So I'm going to add a transition. Now we are moving to the verse. To copy this, Ctrl B. I'm going to be taking out instruments that I feel will be clashing with the artist's vocals. So I like these chords. I'm going to maintain it in the verse like this. Then this instrument, I mean the bass can come in. This instrument is like the drive. It's the drive of the whole song. Here's a quick tip. You can automate, but FL Studio is lucky to have this volume here. You can drop this volume unique to this sample alone. So I'm just going to drop it so it doesn't interfere. So just like that, I'm creating a verse for the artist to vibe on. So I'm just going to bring this in, the same role I created, and I'm going to put it there. Now we have gotten to the hook section of the beat. I'm just going to copy. So the hook, I need to add something to make it more interesting or more calm. So now I want to bring in another instrument. So I think I'm going for something pad-like that has pad, something solemn. What we are doing now is we are building the song. We are adding new sounds at some points in the music. It's very important. So yeah, I think I'm going to add this, a marimba. So let's record that. Let's see what we have here. Let me add one more instrument, and that is going to be the muted guitar. And I have presets that I use for my guitars. So what I have here, see how it sounds. So this guitar is going to come in the chorus. I'm just going to duplicate this. As we have said, we are adding more instruments as we are building on. So we have gotten to the chorus. Now this is the groovy part, so it has to sound unique and exciting for the artist to lead us through chorus. So yeah, I'm going to play that in just to make my chorus more exciting. That's the only part I can get to express myself a bit. You don't want to do all that in your verse or your intro. You just want to keep it simple for the artist to sing. So just like that, I've been able to get this. So that's how you create a beat using one shot from your loop. So I hope you have been able to learn one or two things from this section. Don't forget to subscribe. You don't want to miss out on juicy stuff coming your way from Afrobeat Producer. Peace.